All right, let's do this. Hi friends, and welcome back to AmandaMuse. It's August. I'm not gonna say I'm surprised because I say that every month. It's August, days pass, here we are. Let's get into this. There are things that I loved this month. A little bit of beauty, a little bit of tech, a couple things from the kids because I know you guys like that and you've asked me a few times to talk about things that they like. Okay, so let's start with something that might be very visual, very visible. Can I speak? It's late in the day and I haven't had lunch yet. Can you tell? I'm getting all blah, blah, blah. Okay, I look tan, right? Do I look tanned? What's the right way to say that? I always want to say I look tanned, but I think it's I look tan. I'm not here to be the verb police. It's one of those words I don't know. Anyhow, a couple products I've been using, but the main one to get the body tan from basically from the neck down has been the Tropez Tan. Also, it's not Saint Tropez, is it? Saint Tropez. The Saint Tropez bronze. The Saint Tropez Bronzing Mousse, and this one is the Self-Tanning Classic. Although next time, can I just say, I feel like I'm gonna go for the dark because I think I can handle it. This was way easier to apply than I anticipated. I did buy the little glove that comes with it. It makes for a nice smooth application. The glove wasn't that much more expensive and they sell it right where they sell the tanning products. So anyway, get the glove. Love it. Still have probably half left. Have used it maybe 4 times. I love the look. I feel like it is a very nice tan look. I used to work in a tanning salon, so the big tip is one, moisturize before. So shower, exfoliate, shave, do what you gotta do. And then when you come out of the shower, dry off, immediately moisturize your body. It can be just any moisturizer, although I think Saint Tropez sells like a pre-tan moisturizer, but I don't have time for that. I just use what I have. But especially like the elbows, the wrists, your ankles, your knees, those areas that might be a little bit drier. And then when you apply it, you know, when you have your sponge like on one hand, apply it like, I should actually do like a whole tanning thing. Anyway, maybe I'll have time for that later. But the big trick is when you wash your hands afterwards, get in between your fingers, get your nails like with the soap, and then get, I would say, up your wrist, because generally speaking, this area of your hand is not going to be tan. You're not like laying like this, right? A lot of the time. So it can be a little lighter. That looks natural. So just wash up in here with soap. Don't be afraid to wash. Don't just stop here, because let me tell you, it'll look weird. That's like my biggest thing. And then take a baby wipe or a face cloth and wipe the bottom of your feet and in between your toes and your toenails. That's my trick to have a nice, like, seamless looking tan. And ask a friend for help if you want to get your back. Otherwise, I just get the tops of my shoulders in as much as I can get. But who's going to be looking at the middle of your back? And if they're paying that much attention, I doubt they mind, right? Okay, so that has been the body tan. I did one day do it to my face as well. I broke out, oh God, like crazy. I do not recommend that. I've learned that certain tanning products do not work on my face, just the way she goes. However, I did find one product that has been working and hasn't caused me to break out. It also comes from the Saint Tropez line, and I have so much of this left. I think I still have like, this is the Gradual Tan Anti-Aging Multi-Action Face. I have talked about this before, and it just doesn't seem to break me out. Obviously, you're not gonna get as dark as you would because it's a gradual tan. It'd be like a daily moisturizer kind of thing, but this is quite nice. I do have 2 more products that I've been using to work the tan, but I'll get into that in a minute. Let's jump to a kid product. So something that my kids have always loved, I may have even mentioned it in a favorites video before, is this silly little turtle. So this is a Twilight turtle. This one's Cloud Bee. I have another turtle, I think from the same company, except it's like a greenish looking turtle. This one's the underwater one, but my kids actually don't like it when the light moves on the ceiling, so whatever. If it's more expensive, maybe go with the other one. They love this thing. To this day, Esme is 5 years old, and this is a perfect nightlight. You can adjust the brightness on the bottom, like how bright you actually want the light to be. It holds the battery charge pretty well, but let me tell you, when the battery runs out, it kind of freaks you out because it like flashes. It's weird, but I really, really love this. I bought 2. I've never regretted the purchase. It was one of the best things. So if you know someone that's about to have a baby or has young kids, this is an amazing purchase. They will love it, and the kids love it. And this one plays music too. We never really play the music, which is why I'm saying like the basic one is actually kind of a better purchase in a way. But I love this thing, and it's not terribly big, and it's a cute little turtle. A little tech item that I mentioned in a fitness video, and I've talked about this plenty, is my speaker. I love this speaker. It took me 100 years to buy a Bluetooth speaker. I don't know why it took me so long. This one is from the brand Anchor. I'm pretty sure you can get all sorts of amazing ones. Basically what I did is I went on Amazon and I looked at the reviews for the good price ones, and this was very well reviewed, and so far I love it. I also just love how simple it is, and it's pretty durable. It attaches really well Bluetooth, and that's it. I've been doing all of my workouts using this. I love the sound. It's very clear and it gets nice and loud. Love it. Also worth mentioning, I will link all of these items below and most likely on my blog as well. If you're new, I have a blog. So if you want to know more about these products, I can go into a little bit more detail about them in there. So links below. Another tech item that I've been loving is my headset. Now, of course, if you watched the fitness one, you also saw this, but I honestly couldn't go through this video without sharing these with you. So basically these are my Bluetooth wireless headset. I just put it around my neck like so, pop it in, and we're good to go. Little volume adjustment on the side here. I'll say this, I also went on Amazon and looked at the best reviewed and the cheapest ones, and my sister recommended these because I was telling her that I wanted to buy the Apple ones that just stick in your ear, but they're really expensive, so I've been waiting and kind of putting off the purchase. And she's like, go get the $20 ones on Amazon. They're amazing. And they are. They hold a charge really well. They sound really good. They don't fall out of my ears. And I bought this because I sent Esme to a camp in a different city early in July. It was her first camp. And I drove and drove and drove. And it was a very poor life decision, although she loved it and it was a really fun camp. I sat in that car for like 100 hours, but thankfully I had the headset and I was able to listen to an amazing podcast, which I'm about to tell you about. Okay, there's two. They both come from a company called Gimlet. I love anything that this company puts out. Like I wish I had more time to listen to more podcasts. That's how good this is. So the first one I found on Gimlet is called Startup. Startup is amazing if you love learning about business and entrepreneurship. However, what I love about the angle is it's not so much teaching you about ways to run your business, but more just experiences from an entrepreneur's perspective. So there was this amazing story about this guy who has the world's most expensive cup of coffee. He creates the coffee to allow for the most expensive cup of coffee, but his story about how he got the coffee into America is amazing. And the way that they the way that they produce these podcasts are so epic. Like, you guys know I'm a big audio fan, right? They sound incredible. It captures your attention. The music that they use, the tone of their voice, like everything is so good. Like, my dream is to be on Startup someday. So let's see if we can make that happen. But honestly, they're amazing. And I love it. Like, I love that show. Love, 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 love. And if you know how limited time I have, for me to actually spend time and listen to a podcast speaks volumes. I promise you won't hate it. And then when I was driving Esme to and from this camp a million times, I listened to all the Startup podcasts. I already listened to them. They had this other one, which was a show called Homecoming. I'm a little too excited about all these podcasts, but this show, Catherine Keener, David Schwimmer, you know all of these people. I can't remember any other names right now, but it's a show that you listen to like old school, pop in your audiobook. It was amazing. In fact, I just got a notification that 2 new episodes came out and I cannot wait to listen to them. It's this captivating story, super suspenseful, PTSD, it erases memory, based out of the US. Like, it's totally interesting, something that the government's trying to hide. Like, I would never have expected to enjoy that show so much. You will love it. If you've listened to it, let me know in the comments if you've heard of these podcasts. I would love to know who else is listening to them, but honestly, it was amazing. So Startup, Homecoming, go listen, go. Okay, the last 2 items are 2 beauty products that I mentioned. I'm working with my tan situation and just being summer and all. So the first thing is SPF. I don't mess around. I don't mess around. Sun is bad and it's gonna damage your skin, and that's just the way she goes. And that is what causes wrinkles and skin cancer and all sorts of awful things. So I'm not gonna mess with it. I picked up this Josie Maran SPF. This is the SPF 47, which all of us find hilarious. Like, 47? Anyway, Protect and Perfect. This is the tinted one, and I actually really like the tinted element of it. It adds a little color on mornings, especially where I am literally like splashing water in my face and running out the door. I throw this on. It gives a little something, a little bit of a glow, a little bit of a color. quite like it. I've been using this regularly. I like the smell, and I find I need a pump and a half to do my face without like tugging at my skin, because it can be a little bit runny but also thick because it is an SPF. And then if I am just short on time or don't feel like wearing a lot of makeup, I then take this Charlotte Tilbury Universal Healthy Glow, or Unisex Healthy Glow. This is called All Year Hydrating Summer Tint Moisturizer. I love this, like actually love it. This is incredible. This has been a game changer for me. My face is very, very fair. I'm a fair person naturally. So when I tan my body and I want to have a little tan on the face, without fail, I'm like glowing from space. But this instantly gives you a little something. And then when I do my makeup, and I'll actually put the SPF underneath, Universal Glow on top, just put a little bit of blush. And this blush I have been loving from Tarte. This is Party. I've talked about this before here on my channel. I'm wearing it today. It's just a very nice rosy thing happening. I think this was actually the free one you got for your birthday. I do love Tarte blushes. That's what I've been loving for July. Certainly very summer themed, especially when it comes to the beauty elements. All of the links are going to be below. This has been a very chatty video, so I thank you for sticking around to the end. If you're new, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. I go live on Mondays, and then I have Wednesday and Friday videos as per usual. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even a little bit of Snapchat sometimes, so if you want to add me on those places, links below. And that's it. All right, guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.